to why he like came second, this, that, and the third. And then just like, you know, the dumb usual shit that these like top racers do. Because like realistically, like if I'm saying it straight up, man, they got very big egos and it's fine. Like they're good at racing and whatnot, but they make it so unpleasant for people who are like not as good drivers as them. They don't make it fun. They don't make it welcoming. All they do is like sweat it out and just like fuck you, and then like just have like this shit fucking attitude, which pisses me the fuck off. So I decided to start up my like our own little thing where basically maybe like it depends how well it goes, right? And we can do it more often. So every like week or 2 weeks or maybe even twice in a week, we're gonna have 2 races. Each race will be for first place will get 30k, second place will get 15k, and last place gets 10k, right? I think.
Okay.
Something like that. It adds up to 50k.
It's 50k.
But
where's that money coming from?
Out of our own pocket.
Come from us, yeah.
And the reason we're doing it is because listen, I have a shit ton of money to race. Like I love racing and the core of it and the idea of it is sick. But like the way these fuckers like make people feel and the way they fucking look down on people and the way they just fucking don't make it fun or like consider other people, and there's always an excuse if you beat them, is fucking annoying as fuck. So the plan is we're gonna host like different levels of like racing tiers. So I think it's people just gonna have to be open with themselves and just like realize, okay, so like you don't really race a lot, right? So I would put you in like an amateur tier, so you'd race other amateurs like Claire or like other like Mandem members or like Dean Watson.
Claire.
No, hold on.
The same level as Claire. That's some kind of fucking bio, bro. We need to go to another war, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, I mean, if you want to come the upper rank, then we can do that.
No, you know what we should do, right? Then, if you want to do that, like you want to make like amateur, pro, whatever.
Yeah.
Can we not make it so people can do a lap of a certain track and you set a time, and then that time will determine what kind of like level you is?
So here's the thing, right? So initially, say if you're amateur, okay? It's not okay. First of all, one thing is nothing is set in stone. Just because if I like me saying amateur, and if you feel like you're better, you're better. You can go into semi-pro side. Like it's not like a set thing. It's not nothing serious. It's nothing. This is just something like I can just work off, and then I can put similar people in similar groups for that day of the race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, got you.
I'm not trying to make it too complicated where we have to do people's lap times and everything. If you feel like if you hear the other races in the race, right, and you feel like you can compete with them, I mean, go for it, bro. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But like, if you don't feel like you can, then I'm going to another set. It's not like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is it's supposed to be fun, not to be too like complicated with like points and shit. So say like for example we have amateurs or whatever, like people who don't race as much but want to have fun. So like you, Dean Watson, Dean Quincy, all of that. Next week we tell you, or well today we tell you 2 race tracks, and then next week we'd set a date and a time. You'd meet down here, like maybe around 15 racers, and then you'd meet up. You know who you're going up against like a week before. We tell you, and we'll tell you the tracks 2 weeks before as well. So if you want to like practice, if you want to get to learn the track in your own time within that week, whenever you want, you can also do that. There's no pressure. There's no like rush. It's like, as you said, when you roll up to a race, you don't know what the fuck is going on. It's fucking shit. Like the experience is just dog shit. So if we tell you the tracks beforehand and like throughout that week, if you want to just do 1 or 2 laps, you get used to it. Whatever, you can do that. And then the race, we meet down here. You can fix your cars and everything down here. Fuel up and all that good shit. And then we meet. And then you guys do the race. We're going to put our own money into it. First place 30k. It's going to be Genie on top of that as well, which you'll get automatically. There'll probably be about 15 people per race. And it will just be fun and like a good time. And you know who you're going up against. And you can use any car you want from like S plus to down. And then, yeah, it'll just be good, you know? And there'll be different groups. It'll be like you guys.
You told me in the amateur league, man. That's cute.
Oh, Adam, you're with them as well, man.
If I'm in the amateur league, then what the fuck is Adam in, bro?
Listen, I can admit that. I'm in the amateur.
But wait.
Don't look at amateur as in like your shit driving. Look at it as like you want to have fun with racing, but you don't do it a lot. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, you got work.
But honestly, if you wanna like race with like me, Taco, Jalen, and like the guys who kind of raced a bit more, then I mean, go for it. It's up to you, you know. As long as you're having a good time with the people around you, is what that matters.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I like it, man.
So
so you see how you have like you're gonna have different leagues, isn't it?
it's not.
So like
Don't look at it as leagues.
amateur-
It's more just like because the whole leagues and the
expectation,
points.
basically.
It's more just like just to match you around people who are like you can have fun with. You know what I mean? And like have some sort of like a level of like competition with.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be anything like too deep or like competitive. Literally,
you just want to be even and fun.
You know 15 people you're gonna race with. It's gonna be next Thursday around like 10 p.m. GMT, 5 p.m. Eastern. You know who's gonna be there. You know the 2 tracks you're gonna race at. You know the prize pool. You meet down here at that time. We go to the race or the start of the track after we meet down here, and then we do it. And then boom, just have fun with it, and then that's it. Nothing like serious, no points. It's a one-off race, and then we'll do a second one. Because I think 2 is like a good medium. Like doing 4 races back to back is so fucking like draining, especially if they don't go your way. You know what I mean? You have one bad race, it's like fuck this shit. So like 2 races where you can have equal opportunity in both races with no points. So like even if you fuck up the one race, you can go into the second race and like still win just because like you still feel like
you can go again. Yeah.
There's no. It's just like it's not supposed to be anything deep. Just fun, have a good time, win money, and that's it. Earn G&E, and it'll just be more. And the more like people that like it, and the more people that are willing to like put effort into it and like show up and like be at the races, the more often we can do it. You know what I mean?
So like the money situation, what is that going to be? Every once in a while, there'll be a prize for like that, because surely you can't run that kind of prize all the time, bro. You'd be skinning yourself.
Every race we're gonna do.
Every race will have money. Trust me. Don't worry about the money. Right?
Because what I'm thinking though, like what I was just thinking in my head is, when you put that kind of money on the line, it's gonna attract that kind of attitude that you don't want, regardless of who's in it or whatever. 30k to a lot of people in the city is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
no, 100%.
One race and one turn and one fuck up can be that difference, right? So it's gonna still cause some issues, I think, with the prize pool. So regardless, and that's the hardest part to get around.
But the reason I don't think it will be an issue is because 1, you're not putting anything into it, so you're not losing anything. 2, for like amateurs, whatever you want to call it, we're gonna make it so phasing is off, so you can't crash into each other. You know what I mean? You can't pit each other. You can't like. Only thing that could fuck you is locals, and even if a local does fuck you, I mean, you don't really lose anything. You know what I mean? It's like
phasing on for the whole race.
I mean, amateurs.
A lot of people has been doing it nowadays.
Yeah,
actually.
The plan is that phasing is on, because then there's nothing else to blame.
I mean, I get
like in the last turn, no one can pit you, right?
There's no bubbles. There's none of the bullshit.
But I mean, if the majority of racers want it, then we can turn it on. But like
that makes sense. When there's money on the line, it makes sense to have like phasing on the whole time.
Yeah, because that way you can also have your fun.
Purely like skill based around like locals and shit.
Yeah, and you don't have people like pitting and like. Because the thing is with amateurs,
accidental takeouts.
Yeah, because like with amateur races, they're not going to be experienced enough to like give space or like give like lead or like maybe slow down a bit.
Just knowing the turns, right? You sometimes don't know there's a left turn coming up, and like you might brake late or you might take a left
behind you. Exactly. Yeah.
You don't know the racing line or whatever. So.
I mean, honestly, we can have a vote on it, and whoever's in that race, if they want it on and majority wants on, then we'll turn it on. But like, I feel like having it on is just better.
I hear that.
And
only one way to find out, bro. You just run it and see what happens.
Exactly. That's what I want to do. So right now the plan is next Thursday around 10 p.m. GMT. So it was like an hour ago, 5 p.m. Eastern, and I think 2 p.m. PST. And that's for like the amateurs right now. So I mean, yeah, probably Tommy, Adam, Abdul, bro. I'm putting you as like with us, to be honest.
Amateur.
Hell nah, bro. Okay. No, you race a lot, and I've seen you race, and you drive pretty well. I'm trying to make it fair, you know?
Yeah, that's okay. I guess that's the point of you making this league, you know?
But the thing is, just because you race in amateur, you can also try racing semi-pro as well. You're not, like, locked off or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So say,
what car you race, Abdul?
So, like, I mean, even if you want to come to, like, the semi-pros.
My gauntlet over there.
How will the signing up work?
Ew, gauntlet.
You said like people.
Yeah,
right?
you doing invite only or like what?
It's not gonna be invite only. It's gonna be open, but obviously we can't have like 50 people. You know what I mean?
Numbers though.
Yeah, we're gonna.
There's no like gatekeeping. There's no limits. If you find someone that's new and wants to try it out, they can come in. But I think as the first one, it's gonna be a word of mouth. So like if you, like who here would actually be down?
Yeah, I'll be down.
Yeah, I'll run it for sure.
I'll be down.
Oh, fuck. Alright, we'll do Tommy, we'll do Wicked, we'll do Adam. Because look, Curtis, Taco, bro, you guys are not fucking amateurs, man.
You're not racing amateurs.
Curtis is washed, fam.
My car been nerfed 20 times, so I think that's fair.
What about you? Oh, sorry, what was your name? Is that Eli?
Yeah.
Oh, Eli, you want to do it? Oh, hell yeah.
No, let me do amateur so I can beat Tommy because he's talking shit,
do.
None
of that. He's outside, but
who?
I just not saying what he. Vince Watson. Yeah, Vince.
Vince is better than amateur though. That guy's better than amateur.
What about Dean Quincy?
Yeah, Dean Quincy.
This guy's fucking in trouble, man.
Not even.
Yeah, Dean Quincy amateur. He drowned my car in a fucking frozen lake.
Dean Watson's in amateur as well. I already told him he's down.
Dean Watson race.
Yeah, he's down, bro. He said he was down. He just doesn't enjoy like he's getting smoked every time.
Yeah, fair.
So right now probably be Tommy, Adam, Eli, Dean Watson, probably Claire, Violet, Lexi, Vince.
Lana will do it.
You said Vince?
Yeah, Vince. Lana will do it as well.
Okay,
Listen,
Lana in there.
like on a big man thing, you know Vince is better than amateur, bro.
I don't know what you're smoking.
Bro, Vince is better than amateur.
Wait, Randy, did you mention about the
I am
tracks
as well, then, no, because I beat him most times.
Oh,
and do 360s in a race, so surely.
Now, Tommy, like, remember, if you do want to, like, say we're gonna do a professional one like the next day, and you want to show up, come. You know what I mean? Not like a big, like, anyone can still come to the professional. I just don't want people like from the higher going down, because then it's just.
Yeah, I hear you.
If you want to,
see how you do an amateur first. Like, what if you come last in amateur, then Tommy? Then what?
Yeah, then I actually go to beginner. I should go to beginner, bro.
Exactly, then it is. So see how you do an amateur, then what?
Yeah, exactly.
To beginner.
You can work your way up. There's no gatekeeping. If you want to do something, just go for it. So
can I go into the Elite One world class first off?
Yeah, if you want, man.
If you want
you
to
walk your
have
way
a
down,
nice
big
harsh 3
That's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Put some beef on the way down.
So the two
races.
races.
Mention the tracks.
Yeah, the two races we're gonna do. It's gonna be Grand Prix 3.0. So if you want to write it down, and Rags to Riches.
This is next Thursday, right?
Next Thursday, I think 6th.
What's the date on next Thursday? The 6th.
6th, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be
10 o'clock UK
10
time.
GMT, and you can bring any car you want. Yeah, Grand Prix.
Any car.
Yeah, it's an open race.
Yeah, open race, any car. Just don't bring a bike or some shit. You bring S plus anything.
Smoke that.
And if you need like a car to rent or anything, I'm sure we can hook you up as well. And another thing is, like, we're gonna be on the sidelines, like watching and like ready in case anyone gets fucked by police. You know, we'll distract the police.
Let's go.
It's open,
That sounds
so
I'm down.
S plus, yeah, bring S plus. If you want A's, bring A's. Anything, literally. Just no bikes. That's it.
Okay.
And then if this works well and more people are down to do it, like pre-plan it more often, we can do it like honestly, it's not even going to be that long of an event. It'll be like an hour, maybe hour and a half max. We can probably do it like 2 or 3 times a week if it goes well smoothly, you know?
Yeah.
And then we will just meet down here after the race, do like handouts. Any issues or anything, we can just like work on it and just keep it like, you know, communication up, I guess.
Communication.
Communication. You can also repair cars and shit for cheaper here, so we'll do that for you guys as well.
Come on.
Yeah.
Tommy, you got 8 days to get your